First question is, what key life experiences have formed who you are today?
Phew. Oh man, would definitely be becoming a mother, having my son. I had him at 18, so we kind of grew up together, and he has been as just as much as my teacher as I have to him. Becoming a business owner, I started Outsiders 13 years now, 13 or 14 years now. That has just shaped me in so many ways of having to work within community. I didn't have any business experience. I didn't have like higher education for business. I just knew that I had this vision and wanted to create it. Lessons were learned along the way. I had an opportunity to start Sawabi Muhano and pursue my traditional healing work. You're being called to do this work and you need to listen.
How did you become passionate and involved in our city?
Really big passion in like arts. That kind of was like my segue into the community. Was part of initiative to create a parklet program for the city of Reno. Having like communal green space in urban settings. Was the president of the Riverwalk District for a while. Sat on the Sierra Arts Foundation board. Being in a place of service been like at my heart of community. I just want to see community be well, especially within Native community. As
Third question is, what are your core values and how are they related in your work?
me, reciprocity is definitely a core value. Integrity is a big value of mine. Leading with love is like everything. Growth is a huge value in a community, a company, and a personal standpoint.
Fourth question is, why is Reno a great city?
I've been very fortunate to travel all over the world. Reno is just like it's like the sweet spot, It's a pivotal place of like just being big enough that you kind of get this like city feel, but also the small town aspects of it, like a familiarity about it. Also love that, we have like the lifeblood, the river running right through the middle of our city. Like such a blessing for us to have people to have access to nature, like right in the middle of our downtown. The accessibility that we have to hiking, to camping, to like beautiful lakes, like to Tahoe, to Pyramid. It's like you can go in any direction and be in like totally different natural environments. Like you're in the desert, you're in the forest, the best of all worlds, really. And I love one thing that it's like we've kind of held on to authenticity that has like stayed with us of like it's like you come as you are and you'll be able to like find your people.
What causes, projects, and activities are you involved in and why?
My time is pretty occupied with birthing this new space at Sawabi Muhano. We're cultivating the backyard as a community medicine garden, but it also is like a micro event space. So we host a lot of communal events. We use that as a space to amplify Native voices. It's really intended like for all community as a teaching space. Lots of little mini projects involved in one big space. In addition to also being a mother and being mentor outsiders within my role in community in ceremony, that always takes priority for me. The embodiment of all of the values in service to my culture and spirituality. It helps ground me in a way, say yes to things that I feel are in alignment. Like
How do you collaborate with other groups and individuals to realize your impactful work?
it is the individual's work, right? But it's also a collective experience, tribal mindset. You've survived for thousands of years. Whoever really was interested, I think, has strengthened that web.
The seventh question is, what other creators who are focused on similar causes, projects, and activities have influenced you?
Far as like the Sawabi Muhano space, I spend other herbalists really center BIPOC and LGBTQ2S communities.
What would you recommend I do to become a future creator of our great city?
Becoming a creator really comes from like your own authenticity. It's really important to like know who you are, to know where you come from, and to like it like comes back to just like those core values of like what are you willing to fight for, like what do you stand by.